Good morning and welcome to the AMMNA Championships of 2024, coming here from Nissan Arena. My name is Matthew Blomley. Alongside me, we have the wonderful
Timmy O'Rourke.
Timmy O'Rourke, who not only led us at the opening ceremony, but is here today to lead off the commentary for us. Timmy, what are you expecting from today?
Look, mate, seeing the way these two teams have played so far the tournament, you've got two undefeated teams here, two top teams in the comp, undefeated. One team's going to walk away with a win, one team's going to walk away with a loss, so we'll sort of see how it plays out. Both teams look strong, just showing from their warm with the earth look they're ready to go.
This is the 20 and under division, Victoria and West Coast Thunder. We've got a little bit of excitement. These teams have been battling hard throughout the week for this tournament so far. So let's see what they bring on this live stream. We will be back very shortly. We've got a couple of quick messages.
So when I was growing up, obviously loved footy. All my brothers played footy. I've got 5 brothers. They all played sport growing up, and we had a little club called Kelmsford Junior Football Club. Played down there all through my juniors. I got my sense of belonging, I guess, and made my friendships. I just love those memories of playing there. Got me where I am today, so it's yeah, it's good to look back on that. Yeah, obviously the Fair Play vouchers is a great initiative. It allows any kids to play sport, gives the opportunity for them to go down to their local club, get that sense of belonging. Obviously there's a lot of kids in different circumstances out there in the community, so this gives the opportunity for any kid to go out and play, which is fantastic.
Thank you to those sponsors for those messages. It's great to have their support of the live streaming, and we wouldn't have this without them. It's going to be West Coast Thunder's centre pass, and our starting lineup for Victoria. In goal shooter, Blake Kashar. Goal attack, Will Whiteacre. Wing attack, Josh Feeney. In centre is Kane Wilson. In wing defence, the captain, Josh Ferris. Goal defence is Patrick Waugh. Goalkeeper is Joel Brown. And on the bench, we have Carter Morrissey, Christian Dukas, Connor Drysdale, Jacob Moody, and Leighton Miller.
And for the West Coast Thunder, they're starting at goal shooters Toby Fountain, goal attack Tom Gorman, wing attack Levo Drazovic. Centre Declan Mensing, wing defence Alexander Sullivan, goal defence William Linter, and Xavier Va'alui at goalkeeper. And the reserves bench. Oh, I was trying to find their names. There they are. They're all the way up here. Sorry, Tommy. Daniel Buckingham, Ethan Creek, Patrick Daniel, Mickey Woolley, and LJ Carney. And they're coached by Patrina Pehi. Manager extraordinaire is Nawai Love, and their assistant coach is Lauren Gordon.
And the coach for Victoria is Natalie Baird, assistant coach Cameron Hughes, manager the ever delightful Tracy Matthews. We are moments away from beginning this. Now, teams when they get live stream, sometimes to me they can get a little bit nervous.
Look, I think it's going to be a really good game. First show court, some of these boys might be first time on show court, but also live stream having your family and friends at home sometimes makes a big difference when that someone, mum or dad, auntie, granddad, grandpa, cousin, dogs watching as well. It adds a sort of a bit more excitement to the game.
Oh, and my mistake earlier, I did think I saw the West Coast Thunder indicating their centre pass, but it is Victoria leading the way. And a little nerve from the Victorians, as beautiful hands there from Mensing.
Ferris with the sideline throw in there.
Oh, Mensing in it twice within 15 seconds, getting hands on things for the turnover for West Coast. Just getting caught with the arm was Ferris, giving West Coast a chance to just work it down. Resetting the penalty means Waugh did not get the turnover. A little refeed, resulting in out of court here is a chance for Thunder to get first turnover and score on the board. Oh, does rip it in. Toby Fountain unable to keep the feet, but able to keep it in the Thunder's hands. The fake so good there from Mensing. Sold absolute Gorman. Fountain first score for West Coast Thunder and their centre pass.
Really important for West Coast to go get the early scoreboard pressure on getting 2 up, converting the turnover as well. Wing defence Sullivan, great tip there by Ferris again.
Yeah, watch out for those arms from this defensive end of Victoria. They're quite tall, long arms everywhere.
Great pass again there by Mensing.
And just a couple of obstruction calls resulting in another Thunder goal. That is 2 goals to Fountain from Thunder with Victoria here. Chance to score off their centre pass. Bit of a miscommunication at the transverse line. Ferris to Feeney. Couple of Joshes there.
Great pass there by Drazovic over the top to Toby Fountain.
Unable to convert on this occasion though.
Matty, it'd be rude of me not to mention the umpires this game.
Absolutely.
Glenda Hares and Ryan Ahern, and of course the assistant umpires Amanda McLaughlin. Important part of the game, the umpires, of course.
We would not be here without them, would we?
Nice easy pass over the top. Finish as well. WA 3 up here with centre pass again.
Victoria need to get a stop here to stem the tide a little bit at the start of this first quarter. We're 2.5 minutes in. Thunder just looking for options. Now through Drazovic. Just been nice and patient. A little bit too much on that feed, but pulled in there by Gorman. Fountain looking for a nice 4th goal for him. 4th goal for Thunder. Victoria, centre pass.
First time Victoria have had a chance to get the ball inside the circle. Little drop there by the goal attack there. Ooh. Oh, unfortunate replay ball there.
Yeah, possibly just lost a bit of hands because of the knock, but these balls can get a little bit slippery with some of these nervous hands. But Blake Kasher will not be happy with himself there, but Thunder, another opportunity, chance to go 5-0 if they can score off this turnover. But Joel Brown says, no, I will have this ball. Fountain was a long way from home, especially for a big shooter. Gives the long arms a chance to get it. War trying to find himself free there. Great little battle going on with Gorman. Penalty in the goal third. Another opportunity for Vic. Beautiful circle edge. Feeney just lets a bit too much go on it. Whiteacre was front. Just trying to give it over the head. It's another one coughed up for Victoria. But the hand, the offside. Unfortunate there, but beautiful set of hands coming there from Will Whiteacre. But WA with the chance from the goal third. Strong position from Fountain saying, give me the ball. You know where he wants it. Just glides through there.
Very strong hold there by Toby Fountain. Knows exactly where he wants it, telling his mid-quarters, give me the ball, put it there, every time. WA again now, 5-0 up. Just Vic haven't quite been in this yet. Few little turnovers, few little uncharacteristic mistakes. Oh, just a great draw there by Gorman. Oh, unfortunately losing the ball there, Toby Fountain.
Yeah, just throwing the body a little bit curiously in the air, which you can see a little bit in the 20 and under age groups. Sometimes they haven't quite grown into their bodies yet, and that's probably one of those examples. As we see the circle edge drive, but not looking down. Kane Wilson just wanting something to open up. Expect this one to go in from Whiteacre.
Great shooter-to-shooter play there from the Blake Kasher.
Feeney currently getting every one of these centre passes. Not a bad thing from a wing attack. Long connection there. Kasher will want to sink his first shot after that little spill before he does.
5-2 WA lead here. 9.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter.
Victoria are clogging up space here. WA Just running a few circles, waiting for an option deep. Some big hands there coming from War. Sees Fountain come out of the circle, bit of patience, but gets the hands on it. And contact there from Linter at goal defence. Always a tough one when a goal defence has contact that far out of the circle.
Nice long feed there into Wilson. Oh, but just couldn't quite. Oh, he brought it in. Well, unfortunately, foot out just on the baseline there.
Yeah, Kane Wilson's a new one to the mid-court this year. Coming from 17s last year where he spent his time in defence. Really learned the craft. And there's that defensive side coming through for the intercept attempt. But West Coast still the opportunity. We are not even halfway through this first quarter and there's so much going on. A lot of excitement already seen from both West Coast Thunder and Victoria. Beautiful long ball in to Fountain.
Obviously, they built that connection for a long time, Gorman and Fountain. I'm pretty sure I remember commentating one of their games last year where they were just both dominant forces, but a fantastic drive and shot there. Who's had a goal attack there, Matty?
It's Will Whiteacre. And speaking of combinations, these two, Blake Case and Will Whiteacre, spent plenty of time in 17s together in that goal circle. Will was somewhat shorter then, and hasn't he grown into a towering goal attack? So accurate, but WA, look at this combination. Fountain knows where he wants it, managed to balance. Oh, not quite kept in though. Opportunity for Victoria. Oh, fantastic fly at the ball. Alexander Sullivan. Beautiful wing defence attempt. Not always the easiest
There's
from
the
there.
by Whiteacre. Great movement over the top to Keisha. Keisha with the finish. She's after a fast start by WA. Vic have really brought this back with four of the last 5 goals, I should say.
Yeah, a couple of crucial turnovers have gone their way. They will look at consolidating their centre pass here. As a bit of confusion as to where they're throwing the ball currently. Keisha and Wilson not having eyes for each other, but Whiteacre just opens lovely. Mid-range shot, rare miss from him. Manages to follow it up beautifully. And
Good
just going
rebound
turn
again.
for turn
Yeah.
there on the miss, but make no mistake, Whiteacre does get the next one. If you're coaching either of these sides, Timmy, what are you saying to these guys midway through the first?
I think it's just all about consolidate your centre pass. When you get a turnover, slow it down. We don't need to be throwing the ball or throwing the glory ball straight away. Work your centre pass, get the ball, and it's simple. Go and put the ball in the hoop.
And that's what WA have been doing pretty well so far, the West Coast Thunder there, through Fountain, is they're finding him under the post. They're good, easy shots when you got that nice close one. See the swing around. Again, just the finesse on that ball. Little too much loop, a little bit too much on it. Kane Wilson does have a fantastic jump on him, unable to pull it in.
Looks like Whiteacre might have had that, just had position, but I thought, unfortunately, the pass just wasn't quite there when he needed it. As WA, again, as I said, they need to consolidate this turnover, work it down, nice and slow.
And they are being quite patient through there. They could have tried forcing a couple of balls, didn't, with a lovely little swing there. Ah, the screen setup, almost missed by Victoria. And Gorman from outside the old super shot range, which we do not play here at the AMMNA Championships. And under the post for Fountain. He has now scored all of WA's scores. Thunder now with centre pass once again. Another 2-goal run there, looking for 3.
Oh, fantastic pick up there. Fountain came away from home, but Brown just with the intercept.
And waiting for something open, patient mid-court effort there. Keisha now, partly mid-range, just falls short, hitting the front of the ring, gives the opportunity there for Linter. Oh, flying through Josh Ferris. Keisha will want to consolidate this next one, but it is through Whiteacre. Oh.
Just has a great turn and shoot. There's no fear in the shot. He just turns around and has a go. Vic have really brought this back now after being down 5 early. Oh, with a great intercept there.
Oh, almost got the
Nearly
replay. Recognised that the Gorman. And just being patient once again. They're not trying to force anything. A little bit too much on that one. It does come off the West Coast hands. Bit slow to get back up into the drinks fridge there. Tom Gorman. Tough cross-court pass there. Interesting one to do from almost the sideline to the other sideline from Vic.
And especially when Declan Mensing for WA is all over the ball at the moment. He's all over it at the moment for the Thunder. Geez, you can really hear the West Coast Thunder supporters just next to us, Matty, really getting behind the young team.
And they have used the slogan in the past to bring in the Thunder, and they certainly are a good squad, very passionate squad. And they'll want these 20 and under boys to go well. Oh, a couple of big cross-court passes.
Toby Fountain with that fantastic hold once again. Solid as a rock with the finish. 3.5 to go. WA up by 2 now, 9-7.
We just need to see Victoria trying to find that circle edge. Just looking back a lot. Just shorten up some of these leads. Whiteacre doing a lot out front, but Keisha managed to find it, just waiting for an option. Has to go back to the transverse. Feeney, beautiful top of the circle. And that is
Great
the
shot.
finish you want. 8 goals to 9, just under 3 to go. Thunder probably going to be patient once again here, as we've seen many a time. Mensing and Drazovic will look to get circle edge, but also expect that goaler to come at some point. Gorman, mid-range. His first is a beautiful shot. Love seeing that, even though it's this late in the quarter, seeing a beautiful turn and shoot with confidence. Wanting someone circle edge, unable to find it, which means the ball comes into Sullivan's hands. West Coast will want to score once again here to extend this lead. Find Gorman with, Fountain with the beautiful split. Another 2 goals in a row from them, wanting to push this out. There's 3 goals of difference, 11-8 West Coast way. There has been an injury time called, or is it just a court wipe?
I think it might be a blood rule.
So maybe notice a bit of blood, possibly a little smack in the mouth on one of those attempts. And the blood rule has changed slightly more recently. They can get it tended to and remain on court. But Christian Dukas comes into that goalkeeper position, replacing Joel Brown. You're losing nothing in height whatsoever here with this change. But Thunder will want to score. Oh, looked like it was going to be the shot there from Gorman. Lovely little fake and offload. There to Fountain. 3 in a row. Victoria, a minute and a half to go here to try and bring this margin back. Oh, quick hands, quick feet there from Whiteacre. Also quick hands there from Va'aulu. And Whiteacre sinks that. Just over a minute to go. 3 goals of difference. What would you be thinking leading into this break, Timmy?
I just think it's all about making sure, as I've said, capitalising your turnovers. The Fountain with that stronger, but Christian Dukas obviously coming on with a bit more height, a bit more of a jump. I think it's going to be really important to sort of, and it looks like, and even looks like they might be doing now a bit of a double team on Fountain, and Fountain's recognised that and come off the body a bit. But with Fountain having such a strong hold in the circle, I think it's really important for Vic to sort of maybe think about maybe a double team, leaving Gorman open to make a bit more of a shot. What about you for Victoria? What would you be saying to them at the quarter time break?
Oh, I've got to find circle edge a lot more for the feeds. And that intensity in attack. I think they're just lacking a little bit of punch to get through. So that's what we need to find. But here's an opportunity to finish off that quarter.
20 seconds to go here. WA currently leading by 4, but Mensing once again, hands all over it.
Plenty of hands from WA. They are picking up every loose ball. The Thunder. Gorman just waiting for an option. Looks long. Terrific hands there, Feeney. Might be just enough to stop a shot here. It's in the air.
Oh, loopy ball there, Christian.
And I do believe we have heard the whistle from the sideline. It is West Coast Thunder 13, Victoria 9. We'll join you again shortly.
Let me show you how to get it like me, get it like me, cause the best is what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this, you wanna be like this.
We're back. Quarter two is about to start in the 20 and under match here at the Australian Men's Mixed Netball Championships, live from Nissan Arena. It is Victoria currently sitting on 9 goals, the West Coast Thunder on 13. It was a bit of a chop and change first quarter. Timmy, we spoke about what they need to do in this next quarter. Do you anticipate there being many changes across the court?
I think it's just all important, you know, just to make sure you get for WA to consolidate their lead, you know, foot on the throat sort of thing, make sure they really continue to get that nice strong feed into Toby Fountain at shooter. Doesn't look like there's many changes here for Victoria, but it looks like, sorry, for WA, but it looks like there might be a couple of changes for WA.
Yeah, looking at Victoria, Dukas has kept that goalkeeper bib that he took at the end of that quarter. Kane Wilson's moved from centre to goal defence. Jacob Moody on into the centre bib. We also see Leighton Miller in wing attack. The goal circle does remain the same, with Keisha mid-range. Does not miss on this occasion. Victoria happy with the first turnover. A chance to start pegging back this result. Make no mistake, 4 goals is not much in 15-minute quarters, especially with the rolling subs that we run at these championships.
Great tip there by Sullivan to put a bit of pressure on the ball there. Matty, interesting combination, I will say, with Whiteacre being the taller of the two, but Keisha short in stature, but you know, holding that position of goal shooter over Whiteacre. Is that a combination that's been tried and tested in the past?
Part of it, I believe, with these two is the fact that they played around that combination when Will was a lot shorter than he is now.
Okay, yeah, of course.
And he's towered up, but Blake Keisha there knows how to hold and position himself, and sometimes that moving circle is just enough to help create something, and you can mix it up when you've got such a tall mover like a Will Whiteacre, as we see the ball fly over that goal line. Oh, and the intercept comes straight back. Alexander Sullivan has been in so many contests so far for the Thunder.
Great patient play there by Mensing. Holding back, waiting for the ball to come in. Nice little 1-2 there.
And it's drawing the contact on the outside. Penalty has been taken. Second mid-range shot for the match from Tommy Gorman. Love that from him. Love to see any goaler go to post. As we see Victoria trying to make, the
there's
little
Mensing
hand flick.
again.
It's working circle edge there. Muty wanting something probably a bit closer in.
Will
Whiteacre.
Whiteacre with a finish there. Yeah, only down by 2 now. Only 2 and a bit minutes gone so far in this second quarter.
It's 14-12, and look at this to go 15-12 as they familiar combination there of Mensing and Fountain finding each other for Fountain's first of the quarter. Strong little drive out there from the blonde Miller. Oh, just seen the eyes down. We see a beautiful little jump there again from Xavier Bauli. There's just some strong contests coming in from these WA boys. Something that the squad prides themselves on is contesting ball and contesting smart ball. But Victoria also contesting, this time in the air, through the middle, Muty and Ferris. That is some play that you like to see, players looking down the court. But that contest again from Sullivan, a little bit too much on this now.
Unfortunately, geez, we can't bring the ball back. Circle's edge there. Again, VAR there with the tip to the sideline. Again, Vic just really slow the play down a bit. Mensing and Sullivan have sort of been really all over them with a bit of hands over pressure.
And you can just see a lot of active feet from these Thunder boys. They're trying not to get stuck in the one position. They're working around the body. Threat of the hands and the jump, enough to put off the shot. Fantastic rebound and defensive effort there from the Thunder and Xavier Vauli. Linter just wanting someone who goes through middle there in Sullivan. It's a great thing to go back middle there. Oh, Mensing and Fountain. It's just so wonderful to watch, except, unfortunate on the finish. Thinking maybe an obstruction there is Toby Fountain. Maybe a hand on it, but the rebound comes to Victoria. Release point there from Ferris, resulting in some hands from Sullivan once again. Just wanting to settle, Muting, not quite circle edge, but does find Keisha on the goal line. Oh, that's wonderful defense from the Thunder. Just getting up over the shot, but not just jumping for the sake of it either. Getting some beautiful timing, but Victoria able to get the score.
With centre passing now, Victoria. We'll have a chance to go back even now at 14-15 down they are, the Roman. Keisha had a couple of really good strong drives, but just couldn't quite finish off, but thankfully Whiteacre with the good rebound and the strong finish as well.
Oh, that's a lovely ball over the top from Muty. Was a relatively low release, but just caught the eyes down. Finds Keisha somehow free in the backspace.
Back even now, Victorian WA, 15 all with about 9 minutes left to go in this second quarter.
Mensing, the timing and finesse on that ball. Finding Gorman, does offload it though, Fountain. He'll want to sink this one after the last miss. That he does. Their third for the quarter, the Thunder. Well, the ball just spilling out. Not sure what happened there from the Vic. Maybe some footsteps.
Great intercept there by Linter. Good, again, hands over pressure. Tried to force the pass, Victoria, but just well picked up in the end. And again, really important for WA to consolidate this turnover. Good pass over the top to Gorman. Fountain holding position.
And the offside there from Ferris. Probably a bit of a let-off there for Victoria. Thunder, long, wide ball. Gorman's going to look for the little pop ball over. But we do find Fountain. Lovely little split. It's got a nice Slight lean on his shot that seems to work for him. Just maybe trying to do the classic indication, maybe they're a little bit short when they're not the fountain shot.
Great tip there by Moody on the centre pass there. Excellent effort there by Linter again, but drawing the footwork call for Leighton Miller, unfortunately. Yeah, just getting called for contact there. Will Whiteacre with the pressure. WA to consolidate this. He looks like running a bit of a zone here, Victoria.
Yeah, we saw that earlier in the game as well, just clogging up space. Just getting caught, dropping the arm. Moody, maybe if it kept them, might not have got the contact. He's kind of throwing his arms around going, what could I do? Sometimes they don't realise they've moved themselves, these players. Victoria, though, another tip through Kane Wilson. Loves to get hands on the defensive ball. Whiteacre wanting the deep drive. Comes late through Miller. Interesting cross-court ball. Not sure it's best choice, but we find a bounce pass through to Keisha, and he finds a beautiful mid-range shot.
Victorian centre pass. They're trying to get themselves back 17 all with 7 minutes left to go in this second quarter.
Just some of the finesse on this ball is starting to drop away from Victoria that they'd found early in the quarter. Just need to think about where they're placing it, as Mensing just takes such a strong pocket ball, not worried about the footsteps or the arms coming at him. Finds Fountain, another goal for them, gets them the turnover and the centre pass.
Christian Dukas trying to come out to get that ball off Mensing and leaving Fountain alone under the post. Just can't do that with a strong hold like Toby Fountain has. But Gorman here is just going to put that one up. Just a bit long there, unfortunately.
Look to the sideline for a moment there with a bit of a blow of the air. I think he wasn't expecting that to miss quite like it did, and I don't think we were either. But WA come up with the ball once again. Thunder opening. Wanting someone else circle edge again, but Fountain opens just at the right time. Another goal for the Thunder. 19-16. And umpire just holding time, indicating to get the ball back to the centre pass, perhaps. There was a bit of a worried look on from the change from Victoria on court of Connor Drysdale, thinking maybe he hadn't done the rolling sub quite correctly. And I must say, these players are getting quite good at doing the tap in the box before stepping on court.
Well, there's a couple of things that are coach killers, and not being rolling sub properly is definitely up there at the moment with the new rules, and of course not running the tactical substitutions this tournament, just sticking with the rolling subs.
And I must admit, in the context of a tournament like this, the rolling subs got brought in a couple of years ago for us, and it has worked really well. I think the states appreciate the chance to give the legs a rest, and sometimes people can give you a really, really solid 5 minutes. And we just see Moody just sucked in there on the line by Mensing. Looked like a bit of a shirt front. Wasn't quite as bad as maybe Mensing made it look, but sometimes that's what you got to do, is just let the umpire know that someone's giving me a little bit of niggle.
Look, I think if you ask Mensing what happened there, I think he'll probably tell you, oh yeah, fair contact. But I think if you ask Moody what happened there, I think Moody probably be saying it's an unfortunate incident that's happened there. I think I might have been
hard done by.
A little bit of a sell. And unfortunately, it's been advanced as well down the court.
And this is what you have to be really careful with. We're speaking about change of the rules that have occurred, including the substitution aspect. But it is what's considered dangerous play, whether it has been or not, and something like that sort of contact can then result in someone getting sent off pretty quickly. But we do see a change there. That's a smart thing from a coach to do that, with Josh Ferris, the captain, just coming on into centre now. So look to maybe a bit patient, bit of different legs and style on the feed will come from Ferris.
Again, just Everest so far, Alex Sullivan for WA. Mensing as well. It seems like he's recovered okay after he's run in with Moody for Vic. But just an easy pass over the top there to Whiteacre.
Whiteacre just giving the acknowledgement with the legs of what happened on the contact. Will Fantastic shot there, Vic. That was a crucial one for them, but so determined, Mensing. I love to see this from a centre as well. Just putting an effort in both ends of the court, really grinding down, but behind him in Alexander Sullivan as well. They're getting great hands over, really trying to make it difficult for the feed.
Fantastic hell, 3 seconds there. Mensing really hamming that up as well. Celebrating hard, and the WA Thunder supporters really getting behind him as well with that.
And so they should. Oh, unfortunate for where he knew it as well. I don't think he could quite stop the way he wanted to. Preference of foot. Unfortunate mistake there. Does give Victoria another goal, bringing the margin back to 2. Thunder though, centre pass. And they are being nice and patient. Although, throw it into what was being set up, which was that press. Sets up for that middle ball. Again, that finesse on that ball around the circle and into the circle for Victoria. Just needs a little bit more placement on it as we wait for the ball to be retrieved.
Looks like that Will Whiteacre was just sort of holding outside the circle a bit, almost trying to draw the defenders onto Blake Haysha. Geez, WA Thunder, you really need to be up there sort of helping out on that transverse. Might get a tip, might get something.
Only option has been transverse, resulting in a turnover because they haven't found circle edge. And here come the Thunder once again, making up for that turnover with their own. Unfortunate placement, but that definitely was hands off Dukas last. Good goal line throw-in opportunity. Mensing, sorry, not Densing, mixing up a couple of the syllables there across players. And the finish there from Toby Fountain.
The introduction of Dukas into goalkeepers really making Fountain sort of think he can't really hold that, have that strong holding, because Dukas got a really strong jump vertical on him as well. Might have to try something a bit different, maybe put a pressure on Toby Gorman. Matty, one player really going notice is, I would say, is Levi Dragovic for WA. Really sort of the quiet achiever, working the ball into the circle, letting Mensing and Sullivan do all the hard work, and he's sort of just the finesse, getting a nice pass in as Whiteacre tries to, but nearly brings in his own rebound.
Oh, very lucky there, I think.
Lucky to get away with that one.
Very lucky. And I completely agree with you, with Drazovic there, that quiet achiever indeed. Not a flashy wing attack, but just a solid, patient mover. Forces a 2-on-1, ending up getting the contact, does Miller. Just a little bit of communication dropping out here. Just need to clean up a little bit.
45 seconds to go here in this second quarter. WA really want to put a 4-goal deficit on the Victorian team here.
And got to be really careful with those sort of contacts now, especially near the end of the quarter, that you will get penalised for that deliberate delay more so than it used to be. The ball just spilling out. Plenty of time left for the Victorians. Just under 20 seconds to go. Looking to transition, long ball through to Wilson. And we need to find circle edge here, Victoria. WA, we need to get a stop. Oh, forcing it up a little bit quick. Whiteacre, normally expect him to sink that. Beautiful take there from Mensing. And I feel like we've said that a number of times. Oh, just a quick little one from you, Timmy. What do you think of that quarter?
Look, I think it's obviously you got the two top teams for a reason. Both teams find the opportunities when they get them, but I think at the end of the day, Victoria will rule a couple of missed chances there, but WA really have been the stronger defensive unit so far. What about yourself, Matty? What do you reckon so far?
Oh, WA are just so determined out there. They're finding every loose ball. Vic have just got to find some finesse. But what a first half we've had. And we are going to throw to the first half ad break. Please join us to watch these sponsors.
So when I was growing up, obviously loved footy. All my brothers played footy. I've got 5 brothers. They all played sport growing up, and we had a little club called Kelmscott Junior Football Club. Played down there all through my juniors. I got my sense of belonging, I guess, and made my friendships. I just love those memories of playing there. Got me where I am today, so it's yeah, it's good to look back on that. Yeah, obviously the Fair Play Vouchers is a great initiative. It allows any kids to play sport, gives the opportunity for them to go down to their local club, get that sense of belonging. Obviously there's a lot of kids in different circumstances out there in the community, so this gives the opportunity for any kid to go out and play, which is fantastic.
Let me show you how to get it like me, get it like me, cause the best is what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this, you wanna be like this. Want this to last for the rest of our lives. Without you there is no tomorrow.
Welcome back to Nissan Arena. It's the Australian Men's and Mixed Netball Championships here in the 20 and under division between Victoria and the West Coast Thunder. Now, if you're after results from this week from any of our divisions, not just the 20 and under, not just the live streamed matches, jump on to Play HQ. That is your source for all the results, all the ladders and fixtures if you want to get down here and join in the action. And hopefully you're joining us now on the Queensland Suns Facebook page, where the broadcast is happening from. It is where you'll find us all week, and if others aren't aware, let them know. My name's Matthew Blomley, alongside me Timmy O'Rourke, and what a first half of 20 and under netball we had there.
You've got the two top, and the two top teams for a reason. Both have been putting out some big have had some big output games against some of the other states. But it's been a good chance again, I think, to sort of showcase, the two best teams and the best 20 and under netball we've seen so far.
And we are seeing some quality netball happening. Whilst there has been a couple of mistakes occur, which you do expect at this age group as well, a little bit of excitement, hot heads can occur. We are seeing some fantastic efforts and displays, and in particular, the defensive efforts from Alexander Sullivan and Declan Mensing. They've been a standout for me in terms of the pressure they're really applying out the front of that defensive circle. Who else have you noticed leading into this third quarter?
I think you can't go past them. You definitely can't go past Toby Fountain, the strong holding shooter. Both actually, Toby Gorman and Toby Fountain, the two shooters for WA, have been fantastic so far. Looks like a little bit of a coming off the second best there. Oh yeah, hang on a second. Oh,
that does not look good at all for Paul. He's trying to run it out. I think thinks it might just be a stinger. I think he's saying, no, I'm fine. He's looked to the bench. I think he just wants to run it off himself. Sometimes you need that as a player. Just go, yep, I'm sore, but let's get over it. No, he is asking for time now. Just a little bit of an awkward landing at the end of that previous passage. You never want to see this from any team or player. Unfortunately, a little injury. He just come back on court, had Patrick Waugh in that gold fence position. Sees Kane Wilson now return. Moody has returned into centre for Victoria, and Josh Feeney into the wing attack position. Try and get you across any changes for Thunder as we notice them.
That looks like they're unchanged here, WA, but it looks like there's the Keisha and Whiteacre. If there's been a swap there, Whiteacre to goal shooter, whereas Blake Keisha's gone to goal attack. Moody coming back on at centre. Nearly getting a tip on that ball there.
Yeah, probably known a bit more as a defensive centre Muty in the past in this division, having played a bit of wing defence and even spent time in the defensive circle. Fountain, though, he's been ever so reliable. As Victoria wanting the centre pass to hit circle edge here. Keisha, little flick drop. Lovely little setup there from the goalie lineup. Oh, stunning finish. It's so nice just watching goalers in these divisions just shoot with confidence. Going to post, doesn't matter where from. As Thunder, strong drive out Fountain, looking for someone behind him that wasn't there. Little patient circle edge, Drazovic. Little step on, little flick pass, don't mind that.
Can I actually say before, seeing the confidence that these young players have got to sort of throw a pass like that. Again, excellent pass by Gorman over the top to Fountain. And we've said a number of times, Fountain has just been rock solid there at that goal shooting position.
Yeah, his percentage has been very high, and we see Mensing getting another set of hands on that ball, but falls to the Victorians, and then into the hands of Will Whiteacre. Essentially going goal for this quarter, but Muty chases down his own tap. The backup from Whiteacre. Keisha will want this one to finish, and that is crucial to get the score from the turnover. But you've got to also then score from your next centre pass. WA, and that name Sullivan once again says, no thank you, you will not have this. Just denying opportunity. Score is 24-22. 4 minutes not even gone in this third quarter.
The introduction of Christian Dukas into goalkeeper has really made a big difference for Vic, getting a bit more ball when they needed it, but again, leaving Fountain in a one-on-one by himself, especially with the shorter stature Wilson, just is unbeatable. Having a real tall holding goal shooter, unless you've got a great keeper with a great vertical, sometimes it's just unbeatable. You just can't beat it, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't teach height is a classic saying that people do in netball, and height is so crucial and makes the scoring avenue just that little bit easier. Sometimes you just get a little get out of jail free card we've been able to release to them. But it is certainly hard work in there, make no mistake. Still want to give him a really nice angle there as well, Fountain. He's doing a bit of a T-hold and saying exactly where he wants it over the back. Not all the feeds are going perfectly, but geez, he's holding the space well. And that little lean on the shot once again is true for Fountain. Just pushing out. Score. Victoria can't quite get this back. WA able to just do enough each time to keep that lead. Pocket balls going for Victoria, wanting top. They find it through Josh Ferris there, and Whiteacre. Lovely finish. Beautiful strong drive. Will he keep his feet? Just does there. Sullivan gets the obstruction call his way. It's free in the pocket. Drazovic.
Great shot.
Finish. That gave the opportunity. The free pocket there is such a classic move for Angles of that sweep from a goal attack, and Gorman took advantage of it. 27-23. Aggressive bounce pass occurring from the midcourt.
Looks like a change here for WA with Mickey Woodley coming on at wing attack. But Levi Drazovic, looks like he's just having a quick drip, having a quick sip. He's got the centre bib on ready to go. Great baseline drive there by Blake Keisha. Bit too close there, Linter.
And like any of the ones he's missed today, which hasn't been many, they've just gone that little bit short there. Keisha makes up for it and corrects on his second attempt.
27-24, WA currently leading with 9 minutes left to go.
There's a great little opportunity here for WA through young Woodley, Mickey Woodley. We saw him a couple of times last year just make some appearances. Lovely to see him again on the court. Get some time into legs is always crucial, even in these top battles at the early stage in the week. Muti fires the ball into the turn hold of Keisha. It's a lovely jump despite the obstruction. All of a sudden, 2 goals here with the centre pass. Said these sort of things a couple of times and it's been thrown away. Oh, just a little double hand attempt there. Little flick, little go again from Xavier Va'alu. Enough to put the shot off there, Victoria, and we're seeing some beautiful drives out here. WA. Ah, beautiful top of the circle. And that is a nice release. Not pulled in though.
Oh, unlucky there, Toby found. Thinking that contact might have gone his way, considering that Dukas had sort of finished up pretty much lying on his back.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit of a timing thing. That initial bit was considered not a contact, and then once the ball was in front, he's come through at the end. Like the one earlier, I think he might see it very differently to what was called. But he does keep fighting to that. That's what we're loving to see from Toby Fountain. Victoria, opportunity again. That's a not ideal feed against the jumpers. Straight into the flying hands. Muti flying arm. Oh, bit of a hot head from Connor Drysdale. This is such a crucial thing to get taught. Former Australian coach Christina Puopolo, one of her rules was always go short after an intercept or turnover.
Absolutely.
Then it's on. It must always be a short option. Great example of that. Oh, Victoria getting the basketball point in which direction. They end up with the ball. Can they convert? It's been the question a couple of times here. Expect it through Will Whiteacre's hands.
Had a couple of chances here, Vic, to consolidate over, a couple of passes going their way with a few shots, but Blake Cation, Will Whiteacre just missing one, but good to see Whiteacre really consolidating a turnover there. Bit of a strange, messy passage of play with a goal in the end. Drazovic, as we said, has come on to centre, giving a well-deserved rest to Mensing for WA.
And just then getting caught on holding the body. Dukas, he'd done a great job before that, getting beautiful clean hands. Unfortunately lets himself down there, and that is a nice shot, Tommy Gorman. And now just asking for the court to be clean. We do get some sweaty lads here when they hit the ground. It tends to need cleaning up. But just a protection thing for the players as well. But credit to Nissan Arena, the fans that they have going here keep it a relatively good temperature, not too humid. Certainly played in stadiums where you are feeling every bit of the heat up here in Queensland. This is not one of them. But Will Whiteacre doesn't feel the heat at all with that shot.
Bringing him back by one now, Victoria, with WA leading 28-27. Just about 5 minutes left to go. Oh, unfortunate Moody there, just getting the contact call there. Looks like we've gone back to business as usual for the Thunder there, with Drazovic into wing attack and Mensing back to centre. Which
Maybe a little bit of panic from the Thunder, given that Victoria just made those couple of goals back. And look at this as a huge change. Leighton Miller's gone into goal attack. That's not the huge change. Blake Keisha has gone from playing goal shooter earlier, goal attack just before, into the centre bib. This might be a surprise to some people, but he has trained most of the year in centre this year. And he's really becoming such a good mid-court. Nice little throw-in injection. Look at the little intensity he's just put on there, but clearly being given a message of what to do against Declan Mensing. And the whole Dukas. Oh, enough to just put the shot off, enough to get a tap, but WA with the ball through Gorman. Penalty on the outside. Yeah, as we all were expecting there, a little offload. The hand was up. And Fountain will be happy with finishing that one. But WA centre pass again, just extending the lead.
Mensing, but as the ball will come back to Steve, he's telling his defenders behind him, let's just slow it down a bit. Let's get ourselves back into this. Not back into this, but make sure we consolidate our lead here.
And how good is that from a centre at times? They are the person setting the pace for a team with how they take a centre pass, how they approach it. Just telling people settle from centre can be crucial. Stay in top of the circle. There's a bit of a coach killer there for Thunder. Inevitably the ball gets tapped out there, but Victoria, opportunity. Whiteacre doesn't want the long one, didn't look post, finds another foot in. This one he does want, he does sink. Crucial little turnover there, Victoria. Oh, interesting footwork, but the hands coming off Victoria. There on it. From where I was looking, it did look a bit like Gorman, but the umpire is much closer than us and would have seen any fine touches going on, so always give them the credit there. Our commentary positions aren't always the best viewing spot for some of these outer courts. And this is one that players used to be able to get away with a little bit more. And we did have one of the team wide explain this after a call earlier in the week, where it's not necessarily the replay so much as the repossession consideration under the new rules. Whilst you can bat or bounce the ball to gain possession, you can't tap it for possession's sake because it's considered you're in possession of it.
You basically can't tap it into a better position and then regain it yourself, yeah. It's always one of those ones that you sort of look at and kind of go, either way you might have an umpire call it, sometimes you don't, but obviously with the new rule changes coming in, as the ball just trickles in there for Fountainby, ruined the early miss from before, to bring it back here 31-28.
And whilst there were some rule changes across the board from World Netball, that's one that really became a rule clarification, okay, because it's probably been the rule of most contention for ever in netball.
You're telling me contact's not a contentious rule anymore? No, of course. Look, it's one of it's as you said, it's nice to get some clarification, but of course, with any squad of umpires, you know, when the rules from World Netball came out, it was nice to have even for our team and what come and clarify and say this is what the rule is, this is what it is now, and even sort of saying, you know, this is how you can sort of not bend the rules in your favour. This is how you can make sure the rule sort of goes in a way that is best for you.
Yeah, and these teams have had opportunity to train with us. We see Whiteacre, a beautiful little give-go there under this new system. And the refresh sometimes, even for the umpires, rereading it just enough to get everyone on the same page with what's going on. And the one I haven't seen too much of, and even in this game with the throw-ins, is people just try and take that ball quickly before the player's on court.
Yeah, absolutely.
Defenders have been a lot more switched on to getting back on court. Oh, little tap there on the back of the head, maybe Dukas. Just going, hopefully he moves on from that quickly. That's
gone to the days where, as you're saying, with the you know, waiting for all players to come up court. You know, I know for me as a centre, if I'm gassed a bit, I might sort of take a bit longer to sort of work my way back on court, knowing that the players have to wait for a sideline throw-in or a throw-in of any kind to wait for me to get back on court. But obviously that change of rules meant that the play can move on straight away. 30 seconds left to go here. Really important for WA to try to make sure they consolidate with a 4-goal lead going into the fourth quarter. But Christian Dugas coming out with a fantastic intercept. Nice long hands there. WA here. So not WA, Victoria. Oh, nearly get it. Oh, just unfortunate there in the end.
Oh, it was such a good setup and take. Almost finished it off. You can just see the desperation now, wanting to get it in. And speaking of other rules that might come into play here, siren goes, he's released it. Obstruction has been called. Opportunity to finish. Sinks it. WA crowd up and about behind the bench. That does boost their lead. It is a 4-goal lead to the Thunder, leading Victoria 34-30. We'll join you again shortly.
rest of our lives. Without you, there is no tomorrow. Let me show you how to get it like me, get it like me. Cause the best is what I really might be. Let me show you how to get it. You wanna be like this, you wanna be like this.
Welcome back to the coverage of the Australian Men's Mixed Netball Championships here from Nissan Arena. It's a 20 under division that you are currently watching. Victoria currently 30 goals, WA 34. Been a similar margin at each of the breaks. It was 4 goals at quarter time, 9-13. It was 18-21 at the halftime, 30-34 now. Expecting a big quarter here from both sides. Are the Thunder going to do enough to just keep this lead and push it out, do you think, Timmy?
I think it's really important for Vic to think they don't have to make up this 4-goal deficit in the first 2 minutes. It's only 2 turnovers, but it's also consolidating those turnovers. But also for Vic, they need to just hold firm. Whatever has been working for them the last 3 quarters, just keep doing what they need to be doing. It's not about reinventing the wheel, just keep doing what they're doing. But looking as they come on court, it looks like it's the same starting 7 again. And again, if it's a working formula, why would you change it? But it looks like there's been a few little positional changes for Victoria.
Yeah, we've seen Christian Dukas move from that goalkeeper bib into the goal shooter. The tower at both ends, that means Whiteacre is back out of goal attack. Blake Miller moves to wing attack. Blake Keisha remains in the centre. Josh Ferris in the wing defence. Jacob Moody in goal defence. And Patrick Waugh after that little ankle touch up earlier in the goalkeeper bib. Good to see him back out running. Hopefully means nothing too bad there as Dukas sinks his first.
It's great to see for Victoria that you've got a lot of players with a lot of versatility. I think also throwing the fact that, W might have planned for the fact they would have seen Blake Keisha a lot in the shooting circle, but seeing him play a bit of mid-court as well maybe throws a bit of a spanner in the works for the WA coaches.
Yeah, this is a tough thing. It's only day 3 of the tournament. You've got a big week still. It's a lot of heaviness that comes in the legs if you're playing the same sort of 7 constantly. That rotating legs is really crucial. And this is, at the moment, probably on Victoria's mind of, yes, they want to win this, but they also want to make sure that no one's dead.
No. I think it's also important that, as you said, it's a long week. You're not win the grand final on Tuesday. It's about making sure you set yourself up for the week so that by the time Friday, Saturday rolls around, that you're hitting your straps, combinations are working, positional changes, whatever changes you're making are working really well. And again, just a carbon copy of what we've seen so far. Mensing to Gorman. Gorman, nice high pass over the top to Fountain. And as I've done that there, he's put the mocker on me.
Yeah, the only carbon copy bit that what didn't occur, though, was the finish with the goal. He's been very reliable, Fountain. Miller just finding his toes over the line, needed some shorter shoes on there. That's the only time I think I've seen Sullivan panicked on a pass on that long one. Beautiful drive out, though. Whiteacre just displaying a little bit of going, I thought I had it cleanly. Thunder, though, here's an opportunity to get back the missed goal from before. Gorman mid-range, no. Little offload, Waugh caught him behind and might have been a little defending out from out of court there. Essentially goal for goal of this quarter once again, similar to the start of some previous ones. Whiteacre, strong drive. Unable to follow in the rebounds. Dukas just caught out of position, but does see Thunder. Here we go, they're looking long. Really clogging up space. Miscommunication there. You could see Mensing just wanted to get out as centre. Wanted someone else to maybe come in and give support so he wasn't stuck to be another option. Resulted in the ball out of court, but here come Victoria. And Whiteacre, another miss. But the hands there from Xavier Va'alu. So determined, kept following it through, but the backup from his teammates, fantastic as well. Just trying to keep some rotation, and Blake Keisha takes a quick seat from the centre, was determined. Josh Feeney taking the centre bib, keeping that injection of speed there. But Fountain on the goal line. Geez, he's been good. (37-32), it's back out to the 5-goal margin. WA just keep doing enough to push it at the right times when Victoria seem to be coming back. What would your message be to your troops if you were coaching this Victoria side to kind of get this margin back to me?
I just think it's all about taking advantage of when things happen. You know, add a bit of push. You know, obviously you've got the Thunder crowd are sort of behind, you know, the under-20s team, but I think it's about playing your game, doing what works best. Again, you've got a fantastic drive. You've got to respect the drive. Dukas had an opportunity to give the ball to the centre there, but just didn't give it to him. You know, so, and again, just something like that, simple. Va'alu coming over the top and getting that ball there. Just go back to the things that work best for you. What's going to get you to get the ball in the hoop every time.
And paying respect to a defender who's just got hands onto a couple of balls. Absolutely crucial. Absolutely crucial there. But we see Dukas sinking another one. Just providing a nice target there for the Vics. Oh, it's good to see the young fella in Woodley back on court. Another attempt here to get a few passes through. He found himself to the top of the circle well before.
But again, just a fantastic feed again from Mensing as he runs off court. Bringing on Levi Drazovic into centre.
And we have seen another change here for Victoria. Blake Keisha, having spent a bit of time in the centre bib, now in the wing attack bib. Perhaps trying to work a combination of players that have played together a little bit more just to help settle for a moment, but also let's just keep some legs turning over. Will Whiteacre, fantastic shot from him. 39-34. We have under 10 minutes to go in this final quarter.
Whiteacre with great hands over pressure. They're really being a menace in, even as the WA bringing the ball in through the attack. As a great intercept. Oh, just unfortunate there.
Yeah, Ward just found himself caught on the legs and almost trying to just protect himself. Drop the arm, causing the contact there. Couldn't do much about it, but Tom Gorman does much about the shot. Sinks a beautiful mid-range one. Looking for a connection here. Whiteacre thinks about the long one. Gives it off though. Just wanting that ball a little bit earlier,
Unlucky
Keisha.
there for Sullivan.
Yeah, really unlucky. He has been such a trooper in wing defence. Dukas brings it down quite low, but gets the finish. Just providing a bit of a tall target again. There is another tall target sitting on the bench for the Victorians in Carter Morrissey, who unfortunately had a slight ankle injury early in the week, so just being managed at this point in time. As we see Woodley just slightly panicked for options there, giving Victoria another chance. Plenty of time for them to get this margin back. Thunder are doing enough to keep it. That is a fantastic cross-court park. Blake Keisha and the confidence of Will Whiteacre. That is a combination we've seen together for a number of years in 17s and now in the 20s. Oh, what a pleasure to watch. Just looking for another option. Feeney caught with hands on the hips in the pocket, just losing a bit of gas. The Thunder just a little unsure what happened. Just checking, but Vic quick to take the ball. Va'alu over the shot, not able to do enough on the step back. Whiteacre getting a bit determined here. You can see he wants the Vics up and about. 3 goals of margin now. Expect the Thunder to consolidate here. Patient return to the transverse, looking for a connection though. Manages to glide across the top of the circle, Woodley. And Moody with the contact. Gorman, yes, easy give and go there as War just caught behind for a little bit too long. How good Fountain.
Margin out to 4 goals now for the WA with 6 and a bit minutes left to go in this 4th and final quarter. Need to start getting a few turnovers going their way here, Victoria.
And not rewarding the drive from Keisha Feeney, wanting the long one. That long one is on, no. Dukas with the finish.
Got great front position there, Dukas, but again, put his body in the right position to be able to take that pass really comfortable in the end.
And the fact that Whiteacre drew the player out really helped create that. And drawing the player out again, similarly, Gorman left Fountain plenty of back space. Warren able to do much with it. It's such a great battle going on in each end here. Defence trying to do everything they can for the stop. Beautifully glided across. What a chase and keep in. Thunder crowd up and about. William Linter. That was perfectly read. He had it days ago. Let's see if they score this and push this out. I expect them to. What a attempt there, William Linter. Fantastic. Oh, finish Gorman. That is a reward that is deserved of a turnover like that. Take a bow, son. We do see Mensing back in the centre. I think this will help settle the team a little bit for this last 5.5. They may even push out this a little bit with a little bit of determination. They're up and about the Thunder team. 3 in a row. But Keisha, a lovely little glide of the ball to the sink from Christian Dukas. Smart, patient there from Mensing. Not so on the offload though, wants to get it back.
Great pick up here by Victoria. Need to make sure they finish this turnover off with a goal. Whiteacre with the shot and finish there as well. With centre pass here now. Back 4 goals here. Another couple of turnovers brings them really back into this game here, Victoria. But at the moment, looks like they just have got someone driving back to the ball, sort of players just running into the pockets. Really need someone to sort of make that drive out and then a nice strong cut back.
They were really lucky the placement of the ball was exactly right, because not all of them have been. Another 3 in a row answered by Victoria. Margin back to 3, 44-41. Just over 4 minutes to go in the final quarter here. First game of the day here from Nissan Arena. We've seen Kane Wilson come on the keeper. Clearly told, get big hands over that shot, because that's what he was trying to do. Oh, just those lanky arms and legs getting caught up. Needing a towel there as time gets called for that. Leighton Miller on towel duty there. Probably a nice moment of a breather here for Thunder in particular.
You sort of don't mind when these little moments happen, when the court needs to go up or something happens, because at least to get the play slows down a bit. You can take a breath and sort of have a quite quick conversation with your teammates, sort of go, how are we going to get this back? What are we doing from here?
That quick conversation is exactly the thing that can help fix it. Oh, the eyes just closed off for a moment there. Whiteacre with a beautiful lead, but finish Dukas. You've got to take your moments and sort some things out on court sometime, and a little towel break can be perfect for it. 45-42, it's still Thunder's way. They're doing enough to hold on. Kane Wilson just trying to hedge, trying to get the jump over it. Not enough. Dukas a long way from home. Wanting an option, withdrawing the contact there through Mensing, trying to apply a lot of pressure. Just checking with his coach. You want him, I should have gone this way, right?
It's also hard when you've got, it looks like to be, is that Lorraine Ward sitting behind the WA Thunder bench there?
Yeah, the well-established former opens coach of the Thunder and coach advisor, for lack of better wording, for the Thunder side and squad this year. Just taking a step back of sorts, but I'm sure she's been heavily involved and wants to see these players in particular develop for the squad. She's so passionate. Keisha finding that circle on the little dodge. Dukas slightly off balance, but it is enough to sink the shot.
Great double play there by Dukas to go back to Keisha. Vic centre pass here. Again, need to consolidate this turnover a little, consolidate, get the one, get the extra goal.
And swing ball, it's beautifully timed. Oh, we often say don't swing across court a couple of times, but if you can time it right like that with the beautiful backspace that Whiteacre had, that is amazing. And it is 46-45. It is 1 goal of difference. Just over 2 minutes to go. Final quarter of this round match between the West Coast Thunder and the Victorian lads. Beautiful feed. Menzies knew it. He sat with it on the hands for a while. And Fountain just on the lean in, drawing the call, pushing it back out to 2.
Looks like Feeney trying to go probably fast here, but I think it's important to be in those instances. You need to make sure you do the little things right, because you'd hate to have a incorrect centre or a bit of footwork issue as Menzies makes contact with Blake Case on the outside. Yeah, right idea for the umpire calling time there.
And Will Whiteacre also been very aware of time. I'd love to see players knowing how much time to go and knowing what they need to do. Sinks this one, still 1 goal, but the centre pass is with WA. Menzies being very smart. He's been very patient on every one of these centre passes. Umpire just holding time, just indicating, hey guys, let's sort out the centre. Sucked in a little bit there, Feeney, trying to force a body there. A little fired up he is. Menzies, oh.
Just out of play there.
Expect them to sink this after the ball gets turned in. Can the hands come? No, they don't. Kane Wilson got elevation. Fountain, though, nice and patient on the shot.
Minute to go here. Feeney really rushing this, trying to get this ball down court as quickly as possible.
Just needs a good delivery into either goaler here. Whiteacre off on that possession. No.
Oh, he's caught.
The possession was taken. He's saying there's no contest. You'd taken the opportunity. WA here with the chance to push it out to 3, not give Victoria a chance. Similar margin, they're just trying to kick it back. Look at Menzies, he's saying kick it back to the line. Do whatever we can to get it back in. He does not want to get it in the circle, wants to hold it up. Got to go to post on that one though. Through Fountain, he will sink this, the penalty comes. Listen to that Thunder crowd. They are so happy about that. Will they have time to push this out to 4? They might. I think they will. They do. Thunder, last 3 goals. What a finish from them. Oh, you can see some dejected Victorian players. Someone does need to remind them. It's just a round game still.
It's just Tuesday. It's only Tuesday.
It is only Tuesday, but wowee, what a finish there from WA. Oh, what are some takeaways you've got from there, Timmy?
Look, I think, and again, this isn't official man of the match stuff. I think for WA, you could name 3 of them. You could name Sullivan. You could name Menzies. You could name Fountain. But for me, Toby Fountain, if he shoots as well as he does and holds as well as he does, he's clearly player of the match for me for WA. What about you for Victoria, mate?
Oh, look, for Victoria, I think we had such a workhorse occurring in there in Blake Keisha when he was on. And similarly, Will Whiteacre, I think their combinations, regardless of where they were, worked quite well. But geez, what a match, and what an exciting game of netball here from the 20 under division. But stay with us for the rest of the day. We've got some exciting matches coming up in the 23 and under next. It is New South Wales and South Australia. And we've got some big games also coming up later on in the day. 5:30 in the Open Men's, SA in Victoria. Open Men's again, 7 p.m, Queensland, WA. Expect to join us on the Queensland Suns Facebook page. And thank you to all our broadcast partners. Join us again next time. My name's been Matthew Blomley. This has been Timmy O'Rourke.
Thanks, Matty.
See you next time.